raised to $400. And then, but you know, slowly it grew. But I remember the moment when I first thought that this sport was really going somewhere is when we did Road Warriors with King of the Cage.
What's up, YouTube?
You know, because it was like this whole King of the Cage. He flew us all the way out to Michigan, Soaring Eagle Casino. And I was like, somebody cares enough for this whole thing to get on a plane and go all the way somewhere else, and it's worth it to do it. And people came, you know. Yeah. And who really made it. The moment I remember is that we're all getting on the plane coming home, and Rafael Torre is on the plane. Yeah. And he gets on the plane. He's all, Rafael Torre's on this plane. Quentin Rampage Jackson's on this plane.
Was that on that plane?
Yeah. I remember him saying that.
Who said that?
Rafael Torre. You don't remember Rafael Torre?
The one who he's in jail.
Yeah, that guy. That guy. But that was a good thing he did. That moment was good. The other stuff was bad.
Yeah.
But that moment was
good.
My
memory's bad, but now I remember.
You remember some of the craziest things. You don't remember anything else.
Yeah, it's weird. But that's when you might have to edit because I gotta get his name right. That's when I first met what's the fighter that lives out there? He's really good with leg locks. The black and white guy. He's half black, half white.
Okay, there's a few. There's Robert Ferguson, but he lived. I know exactly what you're talking about. James Lee.
Okay.
James Lee.
Yeah, that's when I first. I think that's when I first met James Lee.
Yeah, we're in Michigan. Yeah.
He lives. Yeah. I think Michigan is that right close to the border of Canada?
Yeah, I think it borders.
I think he took me to a strip club in Canada. Right, and became cool. Yeah. So that had been that trip.
He'll remember the strip club for sure. Yeah, I know you remember that. Herb, before you go, we got you one of our brand new JX1s. It's our new watch. It's our chronograph. It's Jackson's newly designed watch. After 2 years of designing these things, we came out with one of the most complete menswear watches available. Scratch-proof sapphire crystal, incredible butterfly clasp. So we're gonna let you grab one of those. And then Rampage, we have a very special gift. Someone on the Discord. Hey, what's his name? Marcus what?
The mod.
Marcus the mod. So our Discord's exploding right now, Herb. It's where all the fans from the Jackson podcast go. Okay. The ones that support us, they leave good comments. They understand the relationship me and Rampage have as friends, and they support the show. So they go in there, they leave us comments, they tell us things they want. We show them behind the scenes. It's over 1,000 people. Sometimes I go in there at nighttime, there's 200-300 people live at one time chatting about fights. It's such a great community. So if you guys are looking for that, we're gonna have it. It's a highlight on our Jackson podcast Instagram, just the Jackson podcast Discord. So someone made this for you, Rampage.
They gave it to me?
Yeah, they made it for you. So you're gonna open that. It's a little unboxing. You know, like those videos you watch on TikTok.
What they gave to me, why is it in a Jackson box?
Well, I packaged it nicely for you.
No. See, look, I don't trust him. You know why? Because for his birthday,
it's illegal to point fingers at people in the UFC.
For his birthday, I got him a picture of his favorite actor. What's his name?
Michael B. Jordan.
And I got it in Colombia, and it smelled funny because
he laced it with.
I didn't lace it with nothing. I wouldn't do that.
Mildewy
No, I wouldn't do that.
So that way, if I put it in my room's gonna smell like mildew on purpose. And he did this to basically hurt me and my reputation.
Do I seem like that type of guy? No, it really did smell bad, but I didn't do it. It's a leather that they use in the paint.
Can you open the gift?
And then so I tried to make up, and I got him a gift. The last time we did a podcast.
We ain't gonna talk about that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he got me a unique gift.
Took it.
A lot of leather and balls and things that strap together.
So I don't trust him. He could be lying about the whole thing, and he could.
I ain't lying about anything. This is from Marcus the mod. What?
Oh, so they made a Funko out of you.
Oh my God, they made a Barry DeGidio and Rampage Jackson Funko. Oh my God, they made you look lean too. Yo, and Marcus the mod, the most requested mod.
Women our age are more likely to be in relationships than men, which makes you think, who is everybody dating at the end of the day? If the women aren't dating the men, then...
What crosses my mind is I think there's perhaps two explanations. One, women in that age group are dating older men, 30 to 40. But I think the bigger thing is that women are maybe think they're in a relationship or are in a relationship, and they're sharing higher quality guys.
Wait.
He said, congratulations on 200,000 subs. It's a one of one.
It's one of one? Oh, you can make those custom?
Wow. Yeah, look how lean Rampage looks. Look, Herb, like, he didn't make it too lifelike, you know? Obviously, I look incredible. He also did a little gizmo. Rampage is...
Oh,
he did a little gizmo. He did a little gizmo. Look at the gizmo. He did a little gizmo.
Let me hold it.
Yeah, here, hold it.
No, you said it was my gift.
Yeah, he did a little gizmo. Hey, look at Marcus Damon made us. Hey, listen, whoever is in the Jackson Podcast Discord, this is what we're appreciative.
Yeah, that's
really cool.
Here, hold this. That was very... He wanted to see it. All right, that's why your glasses came out. He's very thoughtful, whoever made that.
Oh, you got the money. Oh, yeah, that's right.
That was very thoughtful. Hey, I'm actually impressed. I thought Bear was going to make fun of me.
Well, he wrote you a note. Read it. Here,
Bear probably did this and blamed it on him.
Jackson fam, I would like to share my appreciation for the podcast and congratulate you on achieving. Can you not throw that around like it's a Lego? Jackson fam, I'd like to share my appreciation for the Jackson podcast and congratulate you on achieving 200,000 subscribers in a legendary first year. Here's a gift that is sure to bring laughs while honoring our favorite podcast hosts, Rampage Jackson, Bear DeGidio. I would also like to give a special shout out to Wheezy CR7, who gave me the opportunity. I would like to also give a special shout out to Wheezy and CR7. Who's CR7? Is that David? Okay, I'd also like to give a special shout out to Weezy and CR7, who gave me the opportunity, those are our moderators as well, who gave me the opportunity to become a mod and assist with growing the community. Thank you everyone at Jackson who has put in the utmost respect. Keep doing your thing.
I was probably walking around 215.
You gotta walk behind you with those flags and say, why
Heath Herring who got kissed, right?
You don't remember Heath Herring?
No, I remember. Didn't the guy kiss him and he...
Oh, yeah.
I was there. That was in what was that? That
wasn't Pride.
It was K1 Osaka.
Yeah.
It was K1 New Year's show Osaka.
You never saw that?
No, hey, pull up the video. Wait, what is it?
Yeah, he was doing
K1 Heroes. Yeah, K1 Heroes.
Yeah, he was doing a stare down.
Yeah.
And they disqualified. I don't think he should have got disqualified for that.
No, it was crazy. Is they jumped him afterwards. So I was there. They were walking out, and I remember like it turned into a big brawl. The guy's coach just runs all the way across the thing, jumps on his back, and throws in a choke on Heath. And they all start. Yeah.
Did his corner man help out?
Oh yeah, they were going at it.
Did you get in and help Heath?
I broke it up.
Why you didn't help him?
Man,
that's America right there.
Yeah, I broke it up. I was a breaker upper.
He should have helped him.
You gonna put it?
I got it right there. I already got it.
That's crazy. You was there. Was you reffing?
I was there refereeing Hoist Gracie.
So Heath Herring versus Yoshiro.
So did they ever rematch? Or did they ever have a fight?
I don't know if they ever rematched.
I would have knocked his ass out too.
Yeah. He just.
Wait, why would he do such a thing?
Like,
These guys do this type of stuff all the time, you know.
was that guy a pro wrestler or was he a real fighter? Whoa! What happened?
What happened? What happened? Oh, there it is.
Well, this is gonna be Bear's favorite moment in MMA history.
What happened? Oh my knockout! Hello, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Goodbye. Heath Herring wins.
He raised his hand.
Oh my! Wait, that's game over, right?
Yeah, it was it. Nobody can believe this happened. They transported him, I think, you know.
Well, he won. He won by KO.
Yeah.
Or no, the fight hadn't started. Wait, I'm so confused. Was the fight on or not on?
No, they didn't ring the bell. It was a stare down before the fight where you touch gloves.
And the thing about it, I think, because I mean, then they do the stud side was usually the red corner, right? And Pride like that too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, in K1, because I remember Keith was like before the fight, he's like, well, you see what corner I'm in, so you know what they expect.
Yeah. You're right. I never paid attention to stuff like that.
Wow,
that
is
speaks
crazy.
to me that I'm going to use back to square one. I just did it in my sink because I just clean out. Totally fine with the super absorb.
That is one of the craziest highlights I've ever seen.
Is that your favorite moment?
That is crazy highlight. That is one of my favorite moments in MMA. Look at this knockout. That is an incredible. Look at the style. Oh, right hook. Ding. See ya.
Hey,
each other's
that kid
company.
was passionate.
It was.
That guy probably had a crush on Heath.
He doesn't even know where he's at. That guy's dreaming.
No, he doesn't know where he's at.
Oh my.
I thought because it was just such a little quick one. I was thinking, okay, maybe, but no, he was out.
No, he was out. He wasn't acting.
Yeah,
Bro, that was Alex Perry. That was just straight power.
You think they took his money?
No,
you think they probably didn't pay? They probably
I don't
didn't pay
know.
Heath.
Look at he bows at someone in the audience. He says, "The guy kissed me," and he bows, and then the guy goes, "Right, you're good. Take your money."
Raises your
See,
heart
look
rate
at
to that
this.
of
He
his
bows. Look at this. Watch it out. No worries. Thing.
I'm gonna tell you who that probably was. That's probably one of those Yakuza bosses that used to put the money behind the fights back in those days.
Mm-hmm. And K1, there was in K1 too. Right? There's everything, all of them in
and Pride, in Japan.
That's crazy. You had those experiences, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's an incredible highlight. A lot of people need to see this MMA history right here.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking
I saw
about.
Heath Herring on the internet recently. He was playing poker.
Okay.
He's like, he totally left MMA. I'm like, man, Heath Herring, we used to be boys, man. I miss him. If you guys see Heath Herring, tell Heath Herring. I said, what's up, man?
Because usually Pride and
on
stuff
social media. And the people in the comment section were my story. Love seeing this kind of content. And one thing I'll point out, mentors and role models
Heath
is
Herring
the
on the podcast. Can
values
someone
not
make me a note of that?
Yeah, let's
get him on next week.
Let's see if
I'm sure we have some interesting kiss stories with Rampage. No, like from the Pride thing. No, don't start with me, dog. I meant like from the Pride thing, like with the thing, and then we would have the thing, and then can we continue?
Bro,
can we continue?
Come on, let's
legend in the house. Can we
let's
continue?
go to a Vietnamese coffee shop.
I know that's where you want to go. Listen, before we get going, I know we're trying to wrap up right now. I got to ask you one thing. During all your years, what has been the most rewarding referee job you've had in terms of a fight? What was the best fight you felt like you were able and blessed to referee?
Know that your and didn't want that. We've got the social media, and I realize.
Wait, I'm trying to find something. More like a traditional, to become a traditional housewife. I think that's good. I need to share that story. Wait.
Quite quickly.
Oh, that's hard for me to
there
say.
was almost like an underground movie facts. You get the one about choice.
That's because you know what? It really is. I'm not good for having favorites, but also I've had so many amazing moments in this sport. Like, I mean,
some of your top ones.
Some of my top ones,
bro. Why, the question you asked him, like he is like one of the most.
He's one of the goats.
Yeah, but you gotta understand what type of person he is.
9-time world MMA award referee of the year.
He's been around fighting for so long. Like he know a lot of those guys. So like he's one of the most respected refs.
He is the most respected ref.
Yeah, because he's fair. Like he don't show no favoritism towards nobody.
Thank you.
And we all respect him for that. So you asking him some shit. So what you asking? That's disrespectful that you fucking even ask him that. That's disrespectful.
I'm calling him one of the greatest referees.
No, but you ask him a question that's disrespectful.
Do you have any nephews?
To be
Do
honest,
I have nephews?
Uh-huh.
No. I got friends. I got a lot of best friends. Like my best friend.
Who's your favorite sibling?
My favorite sibling, I would say probably Gigi. I got two sisters.
Wow, that's fucked up.
Like I have like 5 best friends. Rampage is like 5, 4.
What's the other sister's name?
Elisa.
How do you think she feels right now?
She knows there's a pecking order. You got to do good. You got to be better, right? This is where we.
Who's your favorite parent?
Probably my dad.
Oh, your mom's a sweetheart. How you think your mom gonna feel? She watches all these.
Well, my mom knows I love her too, because my mom's the best. My mom's here 24/7. She threw me a massive pizza party. She's the best, but I'm with my dad all the time. Like if you were to ask me my favorite MMA fighter of all time, probably like maybe
Luke Rockhold.
No, I would say like
Chael Sonnen.
I would go. I really like Boss Rutan. And then I really like Rampage, but Rampage I put at like 4 or 5 because I see him every day, so he annoys me. I really like Fedor.
What's
I really
the
like
Japanese guy that got
Vanderlei.
knocked out by Heath Herring?
Kishiro.
I did. That's his
I had
favorite
an
fight.
older lady tell me she's, I think, just past 40, and her husband, I think, is like in his late 30s, like so maybe like 41 and 39. They've been married for a while. I was talking.
No, I mean he got knocked out. I feel bad for him.
No, I want to give us a kiss. You like that?
No, stop. Okay, so Rampage was doing his top 5 favorite fighters of all time. He's like, I love DDP. I love DDP's team. And then what?
Diamond Dallas Page? He's a pro wrestler.
Oh, you do like Diamond Dallas Page?
That's who
He does pro wrestling and he
MMA.
did.
Oh, you talking about the guy that fought Izzy?
Yeah, oh, I think Izzy's a great fighter. Anderson Silva's probably my
Harvard Law School? That's right. But that's a top 3 school. Oh, I have a 4.0.
favorite athlete. Is that what you asked me? My top 5?
No, fuck up. Just quit disrespecting our guests. That's the point we want to make.
Here's what I need you to understand. The older you get, you're becoming to have more of a vulnerable, softer side to you. And as your best friend, I'm going to not pick on you anymore.
Chill out.
But what's the first? Easy.
What's your favorite organization to fight to ref for?
Oh, but you could ask him that. How dare you?
I don't feel like that's disrespectful.
No, but
that is so disrespectful.
I don't have a favorite organization either.
How dare you ask him?
Do you invest in your can? You know, just think
He just told you he doesn't have a favorite. I understand you're a legend and a champion, but don't put him in an awkward position.
What's your favorite thing to referee in a ring or a cage?
You want to see him referee in a ring or a cage? Why do you want to watch what he referees in?
A cage is easier. Ring is more fun.
Thank you. That's what I was going to ask you. So a cage is your favorite.
Cage is easier.
I appreciate you being honest with us. That's what we want here on the Jackson podcast. Honesty and transparency. So who is your favorite MMA fighter of all time?
Quentin Jackson.
He's full of shit.
See that? No. What? Why you say that? Why you go like this?
Because he knows me. There's a lot of there's been a lot of amazing fights.
All right, so guys that
Hoist Gracie.
Hoist Gracie.
He came on the pod. Very grateful for him to come on the pod. He's very nice.
Man, no, he's like, man, Hoist Gracie is like, yeah.
That's like being in the room with MMA royalty. There's very few guys on that Mount Rushmore.
When are we gonna get Anderson Silva on the pod? I keep asking about it because Anderson Silva. I want to ask him some questions about his mindset because I remember him back in Pride when he used to come out and dance like Michael Jackson. You remember?
Okay, yeah.
And he had a different mindset when he came. Right. When he turned to the Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, man.
That mindset, bro.
Man, when he came to the UFC, it was like people were just like, okay, that's not gonna work. Yeah, man. He came and took over.
Yeah, I like to find out the mindset of these fighters, the ones who are the greats.
Yeah, definitely. I have a Hoist Gracie story. You know when the UFC first started doing these cards, those like baseball cards,
like the train cards.
So they came and they had one some premiere. I was getting paid to sign them, right? So I kind of rushed through signing them because I was like, okay, let me get this done, and then I was talking to the guy and he's like, yeah, no, I was doing for Hoist Gracie earlier today. I was like, oh, how long did Hoist take? They're always different than you. Hoist took his time every single one because it's Hoist Gracie's. So he gave me a lesson from a distance. He didn't know he gave it to me. But sometimes when I'm doing things, I'm like, what would Hoist Gracie do right now?
Bro, I'm gonna tell you something. That is respect because of my first autograph signing where you have to sign like a bunch. I changed my autograph. My autograph used to be different back in Japan.
Because
you taught me about that.
Yeah, that's big respect to Hoist Gracie.
about Bridget. It's almost like the fairy tale time, or the ones or feminists. You get the ones seem to think that, our decision to stay home is somehow impacting upon them, and that we're throwing it back in their face that they fought for equality in the workplace. Not allowed to stay home. That's actually taking a choice as to why I love being a traditional housewife. And the response, I haven't been able to keep up with it. You invest in to do, so overwhelmingly positive. I think the whole thing about a travel wife is you invest in your husband and you invest in your family and you inspire them to be the best people that they can. So it's a very selfless thing to do. So I would say the opposite of that is someone who's inherently selfish and, just takes taking a choice away. I have been posting, for the last month on YouTube, and I did.
That was
point that they fall apart. Him just.
You feel like a lot of those women are delusional?
Yes, they are wanting perfection. But sweetie, perfection is okay, but how long you been single for? If you've been single for more than 3 years, maybe perfection doesn't happen. Like, how long are you gonna go until you meet somebody?
That's perfect, yeah.
By choice is different. When you're actually like cut away from the world, you don't want to do it, you're like choosing.
Minimum height.
6 feet.
Yeah, that's where they get you. Would you exclude minimum height?
So this is very interesting. I want to let you know how society has impacted women. My position is we need to protect our lovely sisters because we need good traditional women. We need to have you on the forefront. You are our soldiers, to have a nice home. So let's look at this clip.
6 feet.
Yeah, that's where they get you. Would you exclude minimum height?
6 feet.
Yeah, that's where they get you. Would you exclude obesity?
Absolutely.
Minimum income. So
I'm gonna say at least 200.
200 grand?
You can be 30 years
Oh
old and
my
make
goodness. Take a guess at what percentage of men fit this criteria? 2%? Much lower. It's 0.049%. Cool.
All right, is this going on the TV?
Okay, so I firmly believe that yes, you should have high standards, of course. But my question to this lady and to all the
You feel like a lot of those women are delusional?
Yes, they are.
You feel like a lot of
Wait, but that's the second clip, right? That's the first. Wait, so that's the first clip, right? This is the second. So this is how Disney has maybe also the lazy education has impacted our beautiful women. We cannot do that anymore. We need to protect them. You are too important. Wah. Society.
those women are delusional?
Yes, they are wanting perfection. But sweetie, perfection is okay, but how long you been single for? If you've been single for more than 3 years, maybe perfection doesn't happen. Like, how long are you gonna go until you meet somebody?
That's perfect, yeah.
By choice is different. When you're actually like cut away from the world, you don't want to do it. You're like choosing to do it. That's very different. But I really want this guy. I really want this perfection, or your partner, whoever it is. Perfection does not exist. 9 out of 10 does. You can get a 9 out of 10. That's your soulmate.
But the thing is, nobody tells you how to become a good woman, no? And that's what really, how do you say? That's truly bothers me. So, for example, if I want to train, I'm going to look a lot of information about free running, tricking, breakdancing, athletics, acrobatics, everything. Become a better athlete, you know. But there are many, you say, educational content for women, how to become more traditional. Like, wait. This way. We need to cut the delusion. We need to protect our women. Why? Because we love you. There are a lot of podcasts that I don't like. You say what? Because they're giving the women very bad advice. In my opinion, do not listen to Cardi B or Beyonce. Those are bad people. You can
prove me wrong real quick. I'm just going to ask you one question, and I already know the answer to it, but I'm hoping that you surprise me. What is it that you bring to the table for this 1%? Besides a place for him to stick his...
I give great massages.
Are you like, have you been trained? Like, are you a massage therapist?
No, it's like natural.
Wait, what else do you bring to the table?
Cook, I clean, I'm fit, I would raise the kids.
Like very basic shit that every woman can do.
And wait, remind me your age. You're 37, right?
36.
Oh.
You can't give him kids either. Where did you find her, Brian? You're almost 40. Your biological clock is pretty much clocked out at this point. And you want a multi-millionaire, 0.1%, in an area that has the most beautiful young 20-year-old women on planet Earth. Does that summarize?
Well, he's right.
Let me ask you guys a question. Do you guys want an average guy? Here's the issue, right? Average women don't want average guys because they think that they're not average. They think that they're above average. You have average women that are going to be chasing after exceptional or above average men. They're going to curve men who are average, who are actually on their level. That's why you get caught up with boys and in situationships and a guy never committing to you or a guy who's cheating on you because you're shooting out of your league. So if you think you're a 10, surely you must deserve a 10. You're gonna chase after Chad. You're gonna spend your 20s a bunch of dudes. You're never gonna like actually get into a proper monogamous relationship.
He's good, by the way.
You'd rather have the divided attention of a hyper attractive.
Women our age are more likely to be in relationships than men, which makes you think, who is everybody dating at the end of the day? If the women aren't dating the men, then...
What crosses my mind is I think there's perhaps two explanations. One, women in that age group are dating older men, 30 to 40. But I think the bigger thing is that women are maybe think they're in a relationship or are in a relationship and they're sharing higher quality guys. So... And there's this concept called hypergamy. Women are all chasing after the top tier of men. So a lot of women are happier sharing a top tier guy than settling for a guy that's actually on their level.
He's right again. You know, I think this is much more easier than Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem is just, you know, fuck you, here, go. Just play the damn game. Yeah. It's quite fun.
Let's go.
10.
So you think you're like physical
Billy, you're
perfection?
not a 6.7. All things
Kiko,
considered.
you're a 10 in delusion.
You don't want me to tell what you are, Brian.
That's right.
Well, I don't think
That's
I'm
right.
a 10.
I know that. I would hope not, but that's not
I
what
don't
I'm
think-
saying. I mean, overall, you don't want me to tell you what you are.
Let's go.
10.
So both of you do OnlyFans. How much do you make, Nicolette?
I make a lot.
How much per month?
I think it's like kind of tacky to say like exactly how much money you make.
I mean, it's
That's
tacky
not-
to be on OnlyFans in the first place, but
Shots fired.
I mean, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. That's like bad vibes right there. Like, oh my god.
disagreement is bad vibes.
But
So we both.
Oh, but the thing is, where are all the? So. They are. What I've noticed is they are focused on their physicality, the beautiness. So they forget become a good traditional housewife. Be warming, be charming, be athletic, be cool. Most just you know, just a very kind lady. For example, this. She's a traditional housewife. We love that. Cooking and cleaning, and she's also dating a man that's on a level, vice versa. I think that dude is an engineer or some electrician. So she knows that, and she also quit college for him. That's good. We need to have more interesting, how to say, perspective, because woman needs to have different styles, you know.
And to think that, you know, our decision to stay home is somehow impacting upon them, and you know, that we're throwing it back in their face that they
Beautiful
fought for
woman,
equality in
very
the
beautiful.
workplace. My view of feminism is about choices, and to say on one hand you can go into the working world and compete with men, yet you're not allowed to stay home, that's actually taking a choice away. I have been posting, you know, for the last month on YouTube, and I did post a video 4 days ago, which was, I shared my 5 reasons as to why I love being a traditional housewife. And the response, I haven't been able to keep up with it. Like, it's been overwhelmingly positive. I think the whole thing about a trad wife is you invest in your husband and you invest in your family, and you inspire them to be the best people that they can.
True,
So
true,
it's a very selfless
true,
thing to
very
do.
true.
So I would say the opposite
Beautiful.
of that is someone who's
We need
inherently
more
selfish
sisters
and,
like her.
you know, just takes.
For us to stay entertained. They might also call in to quiz shows in the hopes of winning prizes. Preserve memories. They would find ways to
Soaking more vegetables, some peppers, and some onions. That's just a side note. Back to discipline. Wisdom of Solomon,
It's a very
chapter
beautiful
1, verse
woman.
5 says,
Her name
"For
is
a holy and
Kelsey
disciplined spirit will
Westman,
flee
and
from
she's a traditional
deceit,
housewife.
and will leave foolish thoughts behind, and will be ashamed at the
It's,
approach of unrighteousness."
journaling
This verse reminds me of what I wrote down in my Homemaker's
adventure
Hobby
as
Hand
a-
planner.
as a
In 1
trad
Peter
wife.
chapter 1, verses 14, 15, and 16, it says, "As obedient children, do not be conformed to the passions of your Mart." It was about $30. Awesome purchase. I will
Those places are going to have more affordable real estate. And speaking of real estate, I want you to look at alternative avenues. Is there a house that you can buy that you can perhaps invest in and then you can sell and put that money towards another house, those kinds of things? Is there a property where you could have a basement entrance so that you can rent out the bottom portion of your house? Is it more
Are you at law
economically feasible
school?
for you to rent?
That's right. But that's a top 3 school. Oh, I have a 4.0.
She's right, by the way. She's
But your
right.
major is fashion
We need
merchandising.
more women like her.
Harvard won't be impressed that you aced history of polka dots. What are your backups?
I don't need backups. I'm going to Harvard.
Well then, you'll need excellent recommendations from your professors. Harvard Law
based on your budget. There's no shame in doing that if you actually sit down and crunch the numbers and you find out that that is best for your family. And I also wanted to touch on the topic of frugality because it truly is a mindset. Since the beginning of my marriage, I've kept certain habits throughout time, such as shopping at consignment stores as well as thrift stores, that has continued to benefit me now. But lastly, I do want to impart you with a little bit of advice when it comes to saving money and
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aisha Rosley and today I'm talking about the sisterhood in Islam.
But also in general, we need more sisters.
Girly video.
We need
I
more
guess
sisters.
in a way it is girly because I'm going to talk about sisterhood. But if there are guys here, feel welcome. I'm sorry for all the pink. Please do not feel uncomfortable. You can stay, you can chill here. It's fine. So when I became Muslim, I technically became Muslim just before lockdown. So I didn't really get a chance to meet any Muslim sisters at all. It was very hard for me in the sense, especially during Ramadan by myself, and I didn't really know any Muslims. It took me a while to get into the community, mostly because of lockdown. Now I feel like I've really solidified my position within the community in a way that I've made some really amazing friends who are sisters, who I feel really good about and who I enjoy spending time with. So this video is prompted because I made a really good friend recently. She actually has a YouTube channel. She's actually a revert like me as well, and she lives in London. And we've been hanging out and talking, and mashallah, she's so intelligent, so incredible. She's been Muslim way longer than I have. And she's been so kind to me. She gave me this abaya. She designed it herself, and she was so welcoming, and she's made me dinner, and she took me out, and she dropped me off places. She was just extremely kind. And so she was talking about other Muslim sisters that she's friends with, that she is part of this Muay Thai sisters group in London, which I thought was incredible. I thought, wow, because I used to do Muay Thai for a very long time. I used to do MMA as well. I couldn't believe that there was a Muay Thai sisters group in London. And she was talking about the community she's a part of and all her friends and everything. And I was just getting so excited to be a part of this community. And sometimes they would have FaceTime calls where they would have like halal sort of parties where they would play nasheeds and stuff with just the sisters. And I thought that's really cool. I thought that was amazing, mashallah. It's an incredible feeling because I genuinely believe that these sisters are there for me. It seems like there's this really strong bond bonding people together, and that's the bond of the fact that we all love and believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. It's really touched me how many things people have done for me. I remember during Ramadan, I reached out to I was doing some online classes, and there were some sisters on there who knew I was a revert, and I knew that I was also home alone most of Ramadan, and they were bringing me food. There was one girl specifically who came over and she brought me some food during Ramadan, which I thought was so kind. And I've had sisters gift me things, gift me Qurans, give me clothes, and just be very kind and complimenting and listening to the things that I have to say. And it's really nice to feel like you're in a community with people that are so kind and actually genuinely care for you, and they're not trying to drag you down to any kind of negative thing. They're actually trying to lift you up. And there's another revert as well who I met through YouTube, who I talk to a lot on Instagram, and she's so amazing. She only reverted recently actually, so even talking to her has been great, even though I haven't got to meet her in person, just actually talking to her. I want to create a strong community with you guys as much as possible, and I want us to be strong together. I hate this whole divide and conquer thing. I feel like growing up, women were very divided. We're very taught to fight each other, fight for men's attention, fight for everything pretty much. I always had that at school with my friends at school. You were kind of friends with them, but you're always secretly competing with people's attention, especially guys' attention. And it's so negative. We're really taught to like just fight against each other all the time, but we don't have to. As sisters, we don't have to fight against each other. We can be together. We need to stop being divided, because once we're divided, we're conquered. We're stronger together. Trust me, you probably heard it a million times, but it's so true. So sisters, reach out to me. Let's be together. Let's stay strong. Lots of people are attacking our deen right now. No, I'm just saying we need to stay strong together so that when somebody attacks our deen, we're not questioning our faith, that we have other sisters that can come in and start reminding us of why we're Muslim, reminding us of the things we should do, reminding us of the way we should react in these negative situations. We need that sisterhood. So yeah, that's my Islam and sister.
She's right, very right. It's also because we need, of course, we need more positive religious people. Oh, just to be more, we need to work together more, so that we are also held accountable. That's the best thing. Also, the best thing about Islam is you are accountable for your actions, not alone. That's why a brotherhood is very good for me. So a sisterhood is very good. We don't need those people like Cardi B. No. We need more like June Kazama or Taru Fatuba or more strong women, like them. I think I've
A very warm welcome to all of you joining us for our sisterhood.
Nigeria, born to a middle-class-ish family, and then we moved here. Then we were no longer middle class, so that was fun.
22 verse 2, which is, God is bedrock under my feet, the castle in which I live, my rescuing knight. And I just really love that fairy tale language in that sort of paraphrase that hopefully just helps our mums to see that actually in Jesus they have a rescuer who can actually turn their lives around. But how it all came into being, back in the sort of mid-2000s, my husband and I were running an outreach project with our local church at a hostel for young people who'd otherwise be homeless. And we got to know several of the young people down there, and a couple of the girls that we met became pregnant. And actually at the same time, we were starting our own family. And I found I was so blessed to have a really, really sort of strong support network around me. I had a supportive husband and a family and a church family. I had friends, I had a house, I had a car, you know, all of these privileges. But actually, even with all of that, the transition to becoming a new mum for the first time was difficult sometimes. And it just really struck me the difference between my situation and their situation, with really no support at all. And it just seemed a real unfairness to me, and God really sort of prompted me to do something about it. But the first thing put into place was a befriending service, so basically to train up mums in church to come alongside young mums in need of support and basically sort of stand in the gap for them, help them to access other services that might be there, but yes, just to be that role model, that unconditional support encourager, listening ear for those young women. Fast forward to now, and you know, I sort of hang up my stethoscope in 2015 to do this full time, and now we're in 6 different locations, with another couple due to come on board this year. So yeah, there's lots been going on.
It's incredible. What did people say when you decided to hang up the stethoscope?
Mixed reactions. A lot of people found it really difficult to understand, because it was kind of their dream. You know, a lot of people saw it as like a dream job, and it's a fantastic job, but it wasn't. I always felt like a square peg in a round hole doing that role.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rebecca, and today I'm going to be filming a highly requested video. An entrepreneur, I was a female CEO. I had my first company and then a second company, and I was raising money. I was in multiple publications. I had made a name for myself in the entrepreneurial space in New York. The more masculine I became, or the more I was in my masculine frame, the less happy I was, the more resentful I was, and the more combative and competitive that I was. Because being a female entrepreneur, being a female CEO, we had to fight for our seat at the table, right? We were constantly being told we needed to do all of these things to get funding. We needed to sit at the table. We needed to be super competitive. And that is the hustle culture, right? That is the dream that so many women seek to lead their lives like, right? And I lived that life. I was that pinnacle woman that people look up to. I had mentees, and I had a bunch of women that followed my ways. We were all very successful on paper, but it was very exhausting. It was constantly battling my feminine energy with my masculine energy. And I'm a highly sensitive person. I'm an empath. So meaning I am very emotional, and I also take other people's emotions and absorb it like a sponge. So I'm very in tune with these things. And also I can read a room and pick out bad energy and good energy. I did a whole video on this. I will link that above and below too.
Well, I want to have a good husband, I want to get married, I want to have a family, but then you're out in the club, you're posting thirst traps, whatever, bikini shots on Instagram, and nobody's gonna take you seriously. They're going away from their traditions, their values, their family,
She's right.
and focusing on things that really don't matter in the long run. You can go to the club, you can have fun, but what is it actually doing? It's actually doing more damage to you. Well, I want to have a good husband.
But being an empath, being a female CEO, and living in my masculine frame, I was miserable, okay? I was constantly questioning myself. Why am I so emotional? Why can't I just be one of these other women who understand and get it, who can fight and who can pitch the same way that men do? I was always battling myself, and I was always questioning myself why I couldn't
Listen
be
to this
more
sister. She's right.
aggressive, or why
Regardless
I couldn't be more
of your
competitive.
religion.
Being in my masculine frame, being the boss babe, being all of these things
Islam's the best.
was so exhausting. And I was just at my breaking point. Okay. I was at my breaking point where I was like, I feel like I've accomplished so much. And I had lived a lot of this career life very, very single, because I resented men. I didn't like being around men. And the only men that I had really were my buddies. There was no one that I was essentially attracted to. So I started reading books, right? I started to work on myself. I discovered that I was a highly sensitive person. I got some therapy around that. I discovered that, you know, I am more sensitive to things, and I care about people, and that's just how I am. And I learned to embrace who I was, right? Who I was created to be. And
that also meant that I stopped partying and I stopped going to these events and I stopped being that socialite and going to these events and stopped hanging out with certain people that would bring me down because I didn't want myself energetically to be diminished. I wanted to build myself up. And I read Jordan Peterson, 12 Rules for Life, and I learned how to take personal accountability for my actions. I knew that I wasn't the victim. I was taught that I had to be the victim, but I resonated with that book so much because I was like, wow, it's definitely in my control. And I'm blaming and shifting the blame onto other people when it's something that I had to do, that I had to put in the work. And all of that was happening at the same time that I met my now husband. And for those of you who maybe do or don't know, my husband and I met. I was at a work meeting and he happened to be in the same building and we met and it was like a whole thing. I will link that video above and below for you guys to also check out.
Do you view being a wife and a mom as two separate roles or one role together?
So I don't see those as two separate roles. I see it as one vocation. But when you think about the vocation, there's different responsibilities. So one of my responsibilities is being a mom. One of my responsibilities is being a wife. One of my responsibilities is managing my home and doing all of those things. But, you know, it all goes together.
Beautiful woman.
You know, if you have success in one, you're probably going to have success in the other. If your marriage is strong, then, you know, you're a better parent. And you're a better parent when your marriage is strong. So to me, it all goes together just, you know, naturally.
Very beautiful. Such a beautiful mom or sister. I love that.
There, it was just, we were inseparable. We were inseparable. And the more I started working on myself, I'm honestly so sick and tired of modern women, modern wives, okay? I've gotten a lot of flack for my stay-at-home wife complaining video, the nagging video. And here's the thing. We live in 2022, not 1950. Do you know how many appliances we have available to us at our fingertips? The subscription services and the meal delivery services, and not to mention all of the free YouTube content about how to make mealtime easy in 20 minutes and one-pan dishes. It's not that difficult to make home-cooked meals every day. And not to mention, you can meal prep. Right? You can meal prep and do freezer meals. And then with the cleaning aspect, we have the room.
Wait, I want to hear this again.
I'm honestly so sick and tired of modern women, modern wives, okay? I've gotten a lot of flack for my stay-at-home wife complaining video, the nagging video. And here's the thing. We live in 2022, not 1950. Do you know how many appliances we have available to us at our fingertips? The subscription services and the meal delivery services, and not to mention all of the free YouTube content about how to make mealtime easy in 20 minutes and one-pan dishes. It's not that difficult to make home-cooked meals every day. And not to mention, you can meal prep, right? You can meal prep and do freezer meals. And then with the cleaning aspect, we have the Roomba, the Dyson, we have the washer and dryer. Think about how much easier it is to do all of these household chores and tasks. I don't know what the actual problem is. The more I realized I was creating a lot of the issues within our relationship, I would get upset. The role of a wife. And what does that mean, right? A wife is submissive to her husband. My husband leads in my relationship. Does that mean that I am a doormat? Does that mean that I'm a slave to him? Does that mean that I do everything that he says? Absolutely not. And that is what is probably the biggest detriment to women, because that is what they believe. They think that being submissive means that a man can just walk all over you. And if that's the case, no, I'm sorry. I'm here to tell you guys that being submissive, all that means is having trust in your husband's decision-making skills, having that ability to lean on your husband and letting him take the lead in the household. I'm his co-pilot, right? But we both have to share our opinions. We both have to share in the conversation. And then at the end of the day, he makes the final decision. And it's also understanding the roles we play in our relationship, right? My husband is the main breadwinner in our relationship. I make money here on YouTube. It's amazing, but it's definitely more of a supplemental income than it is a true income. Communicating what your roles are before you get married will set the expectations for your marriage. Now, if your husband loves to cook, right, then he can cook the dinners. There's nothing wrong with that. But we have to communicate with one another what these roles are before we sign the dotted line. And so that is what submission, and that's what being a wife to me actually means. It's also taking care of myself. I make sure that I look good for my husband, not because, oh, I need to look a certain way for him, but I want him to want me. I want my husband to desire me. I don't want him to look outside of the house. I don't want him to look to other women. It is so refreshing when you have a man, a masculine man, that can take on his masculine form, and I can then move into my feminine form, and we can complement each other. We don't compete with each other. We don't, because once we started competing with each other, we had a lot more issues. Why would I compete with my husband? We're on the same team, right? I want to.
Even though other people
happening to me right now, and then I went and told my friends, and they were like, "Oh, that's."
Well, enough of this. You know who's cool? This guy is cool. Cloud Strife. He's such a damn. I love the music from Final Fantasy VII. What was it called again? Wait. Bum. Woohoo! What is it? What is it called again? I forgot. Secret.
turn. One more shot. You can do it. I got this. There. Bingo. Come on. Nothing to worry about. There.
Come on.
Watch yourself.
Taking over.
We can do better.
Double time. Gotta give it my all.
Get him.
No holding back.
Here goes. It's your turn. All set. It's your turn.
Damn, that's cool.
I won't let you down.
I wish everybody has Bahamu by their side. Maybe you will. But let's play some Fire Emblem. Damn. Why am I doing this? Mia's good, man. Saw that? That was class. Wait, I need to reset again because that dude died. Damn. Maybe I should kill that dude for... Of course, the Fire Emblem. I see his speed is very high. That's fast. Ike, I love Ike. Damn, that mission all. Thank you guys supporting me. Whatever I do, I want to give back to great content. It's one of my biggest dreams to be of service.
Together.
I'll take care of him. This one's for you. You've got this. Okay, let's go.
Bring it.
Get him.
Take the lead.
So it's my turn? Can you take over for me?
Take it all right.
I'll take care of him. I'll help you through this. Just cut. You can do it. Okay, let's go.
It's never in doubt.
Hey guys,
I got
and today I'm going to break down the top 3 needs a man desperately needs from his woman to have a happy, healthy relationship. I did a video about what women need, so
Look at
please
this.
check that out in the cards above. But ladies, this video is for you.
It's cool,
so that you
right?
can learn what your man desperately
El
needs from the
Matador, I
relationship.
think.
So without further ado, let's jump into today's video. Okay, so the first need a man desperately needs is honor and respect.
Bullfighter,
I
El
know a lot of
Matador.
women just turn their ears off, so I'll say it again. A man desperately needs honor and respect, and this is an intrinsic need that men desperately need from their women, from their relationship, and in their family in order to lead and have purpose in their life. Modern women think because, you know, I have my own money and I make more than my husband or my partner, that I deserve honor and respect. But if you want a masculine man, if you want a man to lead, if you want a man to take, you know, the reins in the relationship, you have to give that to him. You have to release control. You have to relinquish that control and give it to your partner or your husband, especially in marriage. One way that you can do this is let your man think for himself. I know it's a novel thought, but it's so important that you let your man lead, that you let your man think for himself. No man needs another mom. No man needs another mother or matriarchal figure in his life. He needs his wife, his girlfriend, his partner to submit. And I know, again, that's a huge curse word. Women, we need to submit to our partner. We need to submit to our husbands and take on the supportive role, which is my second point. I think, you know, again, with modern society, we've forgotten that to have a dynamic
Wait, look at this. Did I do?
relationship, you can't have 2 alphas because that's going to create competition, and you don't want a competitive relationship. That's only going to bring destruction. I think about this as a coach-athlete dynamic, right? If you have a coach with a good athlete, that athlete is going to grow and be the best athlete. You can't have a good athlete without a good coach, and vice versa. And women, we are the coach in the relationship. We are the support. We are in the corner when your man is the boxer, right? Taking the blows of every single day. Men go out and take so many blows, metaphorically, obviously. And we need to be in their corner, supporting them, encouraging them, building them up. So when they go out into the world, they know with assurance that they are honored and respected and supported in the relationship.
Look, this is what most men want for their wives and mothers. Veep says he will not come back to the UFC for any price after Dana White offered him one. Veep said in Russia, if things are happy, people do not make $5,000-$10,000. Where I'm from, Pakistan, don't need much. Dana was asking me, bro, why didn't you ever ask me how much I was gonna pay you to come back? It doesn't matter if you want $100 million. I don't care. You know why? Because I'm from Pakistan. We are traditional. This is beautiful. Talking to our mothers is everything. I don't want to play political games. I just want to help people, inspire people, spend time with my family, with my mother, with my children. Be good. That's my goal. Look at him. Last year. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. Like it. Also one of I'm very simple.
And in life in general, and therefore they'll have a bigger purpose. They will take the lead. They will become more masculine, and that is so necessary to have a happy, healthy relationship. The third point, and this is my last point, is affection. This is different from female affection, although they're similar in a way. Most men require physical touch. It's a love language that a lot of men have as their first love language. And if you haven't read the Love Languages book, please go pick it up. It's so important that you understand what your man's love language is. Men are physical people. They love sex. This is something that your husband, if you are married, this is what your husband desperately needs. He needs sex. Giving your husband a kiss when he comes home, giving your, husband a hug and a pat on the back or a go get 'em slap on the butt. This is so important for their self-esteem. If they're coming home and you're cold and you're not affectionate with your husband or your spouse or your partner, they will eventually seek it somewhere else. And men are commitment oriented, but it gets to a certain point where if they're not getting affection in the home, they will go seek that outside because they desperately need it. So with that all being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you got a little bit from this video, ladies. I hope that you start implementing these within your relationship, and I promise you, you will have a happy, healthy relationship with your man. Guys, I will see you in my next video. Please remember to subscribe, like this video if you liked it, and leave me a comment in the comment section. All right, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.
Now that we're in charge, we election her.
Hobbit, 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 heartbreak, 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 heartbreak.
This is actually amazing. I think he's one of the best stuntmen in Hong Kong. 30 years ago. Look at him. In one shot. That's incredible. Why am I watching a red pill content? It's so boring. Let's not do that anymore. It's so boring. On Twitch. Let's build a community together. So guys, I also going to stream less frequently because I want to focus more on quality. Need it. I need but streaming is fun, man. I love it.
Madam Vice President, thank you for the time.
Thank you. It's good to be with you, Brett.
You know, voters tell pollsters all over the country and here in Pennsylvania that immigration is one of the key issues that they're looking at this election, and specifically the influx of illegal immigrants from more than 150 countries. How many illegal immigrants would you estimate your administration has released into the country over the last 3.5 years?
Well, I'm glad you raised the issue of immigration because I agree with you. It is a topic of discussion that people want to rightly have. And you know what I'm going to talk about.
Yeah, but just a number. Do you think it's 1 million, 3 million?
Brett, let's just get to the point. Okay, the point is that we have a broken immigration system that needs to be repaired.
So your Homeland Security Secretary said that 85% of apprehensions.
I'm not finished. We have
it's a rough estimate of 6 million people have been released into the country. And let me just finish. I'll get to the question, I promise you.
I was beginning to answer.
And when you came into office, your administration immediately reversed a number of Trump border policies. Most significantly, the policy that required illegal immigrants to be detained through deportation, either in the U.S. or in Mexico. And you switched that policy. They were released from custody.
Odin. Cut us a path! We do this together! The storm is here!
This is cool. This is from an old game. Everybody wants to be like, right? He is so cool. It's a Disney, really old game, but I love it.
Huh?
Just want to become Sora.
Right.
Coolest game ever. Coolest game ever.
It's over. Yeah. This is it.
I think this game could be one of my favorite games of all time.
This is it. Give me strength. It's over. Let's go. Take this. This is it. Yeah. Yeah. Take this. Take this. Light. Yeah. This is it. Let's go. Back off. Take this. Yeah. Take this. Yeah. Take this. Yeah. Back off. Let's go. Back off. Yeah. Back off. It's over. Yeah. Yeah. Take this. It's over. Light. Give me strength. Take this. Give me strength. Yeah. Take this. It's over.
Hey, listen up. Okay. All this way to lose a fucking point fest. Get on this motherfucker and let's go. Hey, let's fucking go. Hey, listen to me. When he drops back or gets lateral on the cage, hit him to the chest first. Hit him to the chest first and then reload that motherfucker. Hey, we can beat this cocksucker. You gotta go, motherfucker.
What is this?
Rediscover your past by digitizing your family's memories with Legacy Box, Wire, and their cumbersome plastic fiberglass 19 theaters and sound. Themselves to build fallout shelters in their backyards. These underground bunkers were designed to protect people from the radiation and fallout of a nuclear bomb, and they seemed to be everywhere. There were even instructions and booklets available to help people prepare. Through the 1960s, tensions between the US and the Soviet Union were on edge, but by the later part of the 1960s, things had eased up a bit, just enough for people to lose interest in building the underground bunkers. Or at the very least, they felt safer than they had before. The twist was a dance craze that took the world by storm in the early 1960s. It was a simple dance that involved twisting your hips to the beat of the music. The dance was popularized by Chubby Checker's hit cover of the same name, The Twist, in 1960. Exposure for the song on American A Trip to the Mall was...
That's it, guys. Love you. Biggest warrior I've